Yes team. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you how long it actually takes to build muscle, how you can stay on track in the long term and see the results that you are looking for. If you are new to my channel, my name is Dan and I simplify losing fat and building muscle. Stick around till later in the video because I'm going to be giving you a free training program and a fat loss guide that you can follow for free to get quicker results. So how do we build muscle in the first place? Well, building muscle comes down to two key factors. When you're in the gym, you need to be pushing yourself close enough to failure on each set that you are doing, that you are tracking. Now, this in reality means leaving no more than, say, 3 reps left in the tank. So if you perform a set of 10 reps and you had 4 more reps, 5 more reps in the tank, you know you could have done a lot more. It probably suggests the weight is too light for you. So there needs to be appropriate training intensity to trigger muscle growth in the first place. So if you can make sure that you're not leaving more than 3 reps left in the tank, this is the starting point. From there, it's progressive overload over time. Progressive overload means forcing your body to adapt, increasing the demands on your body in the gym over time so that you continue to see changes in the mirror. In practice, this means adding more reps per set. So if you start on a particular weight doing 3 sets of 6, can you do 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 10 on that same weight? You've progressed. Similarly, at a certain point, you want to then be adding weight to the bar and increasing the weights over time. Now, if you are doing these two key things, you are going to build muscle. This is the first key principle that we have to establish, and this is what you need to be doing in the gym. So now we've established how exactly we're going to build muscle, how long is it realistically going to take? Now, the key thing that you have to remember is that this takes years. You need to be thinking in terms of years, not months. If you are trying to get a quick fix, find the most optimal plan or the hacks that are going to speed up this process. Unfortunately, you are in for a bit of a reality check and it is going to take years to make significant changes to your physique. I've been training for years and it's only been in the last maybe 18 months to 2 years where I've really dialed in on my sleep, on my nutrition, on my lifestyle to structure around the gym, and that's when the results will speed up. So I'm going to get onto some tips later in the video in terms of how you can speed up this process and what you can do to optimize everything to make the process quicker of building muscle. But the key thing is patience. You have to remain patient and enjoy the process. So the only way that you're going to stick to it in the long term and see the changes in the mirror that you want without falling off is sustainable change. So how many times per week can you realistically train in the gym? And what form of training are you going to enjoy? Because it doesn't really matter if you get to the end goal if you then fall off. So if you are training 5-6 times a week, but maybe that's not sustainable for you in the long term and you can only stick to it for 8 weeks, this is why so many people fall off in the new year, right? If you start the year with new intentions, maybe you're going into 2023 with the goal of training 5-6 days a week and you expect rapid results in the first 4 weeks, then you get demotivated because you're not seeing those changes in the mirror that you expect. And there's a difference between your expectation and reality. So you have to set a more realistic expectation in the first place. You are setting yourself up for failure if you're expecting to see changes in the mirror in the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. A good time frame to expect to see changes in the mirror is roughly around 12 to 16 weeks. I think 3 months is a good time frame to be taking progress pictures weekly, but expect it to take about 12 weeks to see change. And it's really important during this initial period, especially if you're new to lifting, that you keep consistency in your exercise selection in order to continue tracking the weights and making sure they go up over time. If you change things in the gym every week, there's no way of tracking progression and you're not going to know if you are actually building muscle. So keeping the consistency in the exercise selection, consistency in turning up to the gym and training hard, if you do that for the first 8 to 12 weeks, I would expect you to see some changes in the mirror after about 12 weeks. So that is going to be the initial phase, and then from there, to actually build a significant amount of muscle mass, you need to be thinking about years rather than months, because as a natural lifter, there's only so much you can achieve in 1 year. If you gain a few kilograms of muscle in a year, you are doing a fantastic job. And I think social media gives people an unrealistic expectation of what is actually achievable in a short period of time, especially as a natural lifter. The unfortunate reality of building muscle is that the basics done relentlessly and consistently over time, alongside other lifestyle factors that you've got going on, work, personal life, everything, finding a way that you can stick to in the long term and balance all of these things successfully and create habitual change such that the gym just becomes part of your lifestyle. This is the key. So not having to rely on motivation, which you may need in the first few weeks to just drag yourself to the gym. Once that habit sticks over the first few months, you're going to find it a lot easier to then keep turning up to the gym, and you'll almost be on autopilot. You'll be going up, enjoying your gym sessions, pushing yourself when you get there, but you won't have to think about dragging yourself to the gym because it becomes part of your routine. So this is the ideal state that you can get yourself in, where it just becomes part of your routine. So how can you speed up your results in the gym and make this process as optimal as possible? So the key is following a structured training program. So keeping exercises consistent in the gym and then tracking your workouts to ensure the weights are going up over time. Once you've got a structured training plan in place, you'll find it a lot easier to improve your form on exercises, ensure you're targeting the muscles that we want to target and building that muscle. Now, once you've got a structured routine in place with the gym, it comes down to diet, and the thing that is going to get you 95% of the results is calories and protein targets. So you can flex your carbs and fats a little bit based on your personal preference, but make sure that you are having around 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilo, and hitting a calorie goal that is appropriate to ensure that you have sufficient fuel during your gym sessions. So if you are someone that is starting out, this is going to vary between whether you want to bulk or cut, and you can find calorie calculators online to estimate this. But the key thing is you are having sufficient protein and sufficient carbs in order to train hard in the gym and fuel your sessions properly. If you nail consistent protein intake alongside structuring your training so that you're progressing over time, you really can't go wrong. Now, the other key thing is sleep, which is massively overlooked. If you can get 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep, unbroken ideally, each night, this is going to dramatically transform your physique versus getting 5 or 6 hours. Build more muscle, you're going to lose more fat when you're in a dieting phase, and your mood, your resistance to stress, and your ability to reduce those cravings when they'll come is going to be all improved by nailing your sleep. So literally, if you nail sleep pattern, protein intake and calories, training hard in the gym with a structured training program, that is 95% of it, and doing that on a consistent basis over time, you are going to see results. The problem people get into is impatience in not seeing the results in the mirror in the first few weeks. Then they stop going to the gym and fall off completely, and then it's even harder to stick to it if you just get demoralized and give up in the first few weeks. So you really got to push through in those first few weeks. And this is going to become a lot easier if you are being consistent with your sleep, with your protein intake, and with your diet generally, eating good quality foods. If you're trying to burn the candle at both ends, not getting your sleep in, and then overtraining in the gym, say 6 or 7 times a week, then it's not going to be sustainable in the long term. Remember, there is a term, use it or lose it, for a reason with the gym. You have to keep going in order to maintain your size, maintain your strength, right? And if you just suddenly drop off, you are going to go back to square one. So you've got to create sustainable change, and that is the key to long-term success in the gym. So to summarize, you can expect to see some changes in the mirror in about the first 12 to 16 weeks, but in order to build a significant amount of muscle mass, it's going to take more than that. It's going to take months and years, and this is why you've got to let go of the long-term result and find a way of training that you enjoy, a diet that you can stick to, and just nail that sleep pattern consistently over time. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. As mentioned at the start, here is how you get your free training programs. If you click the links in the video description, or you DM me on Instagram, I will send you the free training programs myself, and that is how you're going to speed up your results. There's also a free fat loss guide linked in the video description. If you enjoyed today's video, please do drop the video a like. It really helps the channel grow, and subscribe for more content. I will see you on the next video very shortly. Have a great rest of your day. If you are looking to take your results to the next level, I also have online coaching services available. My clients getting incredible results. You can see the results for yourself on my Instagram page and on my website, which is also linked in the video description. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks a lot, team.